a WikiVidi documentaries production. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy. Logan Paul. Logan Alexander Paul is an American actor, director, and internet personality most notably known for his daily video series on YouTube, Logan Paul Vlogs. Paul first gained fame through videos shared on former internet video service Vine. Paul's television and film work includes starring as guest appearances on TV series Law & Order, Special Victims Unit and Weird Loners, and films The Thinning and Airplane Mode. Paul has been involved in several controversies surrounding his videos, including the filming of a deceased man who had committed suicide in Aokigahara, Japan. The filming led to backlash and criticism from celebrities, politicians, and other YouTubers. Early life. Paul was born on April 1, 1995, in Westlake, Ohio, the son of Pamela Ann Stepnick and realtor Gregory Allen Paul. He has claimed to possess English, Irish, Scottish, Welsh and Jewish ancestry. Growing up in Ohio with younger brother Jake, Paul began creating internet videos for a YouTube channel called Baywatch when he was 10 years old. Paul attended Westlake High School, achieving the ranks of the Plain Dealers All-Star linebacker on the football team in 2012, and qualifying for the state-level Ohio High School Athletic Association 2013 Division I Wrestling Individual Championships. By the time he was ready to attend college, his YouTube channel had attained a modest following. He majored in industrial engineering at Ohio University before dropping out in 2014 to pursue a career as a social media entertainer full-time in Los Angeles, moving into an apartment complex in LA with other Vine stars. Paul was only 19 at the start of his career. 2013-2015, Vine and YouTube beginnings. Paul rose to fame as a member on the internet video sharing service Vine. In February 2014, he had over 3.1 million followers on various social media platforms. By April 2014 he had attained 105,000 Twitter followers, 361,000 Instagram followers, 31,000 likes on his Facebook page and about 150,000 subscribers to his YouTube channel. A YouTube compilation video of his Vine work garnered more than 4 million views the first week it was posted. In 2015 he was ranked as the 10th most influential figure on Vine, with his 6-second videos earning him hundreds of thousands of dollars USD in advertising revenue. By that October, his Facebook videos alone had more than 300 million views. The official Logan Paul is the YouTube account used by Paul to upload short films and comedy sketches. Paul also posts a daily vlog to Logan Paul Vlogs, uploading every day without fail from September 12, 2016 to January 1, 2018. While his first channel has a following of 4.36 million, his vlog channel surpassed it with a following of 15.7 million as of January 10, 2018. 2015-2016, television roles, YouTube Red Series, Airplane Mode, and commercial roles. In early 2015, Paul appeared on Law & Order, Special Victims Unit. He also appeared on the Fox TV series Weird Loners, where he appeared in the role of the Paul twins. He starred in 2 episodes of the freeform series Stitches. In 2016, Paul starred in the YouTube Red movie The Thinning opposite Peyton List. In early 2016, Paul trained with drama coaches and the comedy troupes The Groundlings and Upright Citizens Brigade. Paul wrote the screenplay for an adult comedy, Airplane Mode, which has been described as American Pie for Gen Z, and by Paul himself as Expendables with internet stars. Paul was also involved in a number of advertising campaigns, including for Hanes, PepsiCo and HBO. In 2016, Comcast purchased a short-form digital TV series from Paul called Logan Paul vs. 2017-present, Baywatch. In February 2017, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson released on his own YouTube channel, Logan Paul has been cut from, like, all of The Rock's movies, a video starring himself and Paul, in which Johnson informs Paul that he has been cut from all of Johnson's films, and consoles Paul by making him the ambassador to his upcoming Baywatch feature film. That April, Johnson and Paul reunited for Logan Paul is, like, totally terrible at falling in love with Alexandra Daddario, the first part of a video sketch in which Paul tries to impress Johnson in order to win a part in the film, and falls in love with actress Alexandra Daddario in the process. It was later revealed in a deleted scene that Paul really was cut from the 2017 film Baywatch. He would have cameoed as Zane, who bullies Ronnie for taking his shirt off. No Handlebars, controversy. On November 23, 2017, Paul released his new single, No Handlebars, a track based heavily around an interpolated sample of the song, Handlebars, by the American alternative hip-hop group Flowbots. The song was heavily criticized for its perceived sexual objectification of women, including a scene in its music video where Paul literally rides several women like a bicycle. Flowbots frontman Jamie Laurie lambasted Paul for both the sexist, lyrical content of the song and for unauthorized use of the sample, calling him the face of douchebag entitlement. Sick. Laurie would later go on to release a track with lyrics deriding Paul, titled Handle Your Bars. Paul did not respond to Laurie's comments nor the backlash towards No Handlebars. Suicide video controversy. On December 31, 2017, Paul uploaded a vlog to his YouTube channel depicting the recently deceased corpse of a man who had committed suicide by hanging in Aokigahara at the base of Mount Fuji in Japan, known as the Suicide Forest, due to its high occurrence as a suicide site. Initially intended to be part 3 of his Tokyo Adventures series, Paul and his group had planned to camp in the woods, but in response to finding the corpse, decided to notify the authorities and cancel their plans. The video gained 6.3 million views within 24 hours of being uploaded. Paul was criticized for posting the video by celebrities and politicians, and was accused by other members of the YouTube community of being insensitive to suicide victims. Several petitions were made to change.org urging YouTube to delete Paul's channel, the largest of which received more than 500,000 signatures as of January 12, 2018. As a result of the backlash, Paul removed the video from his YouTube channel, following up with a written apology on Twitter on January 1, 2018. On January 2, 2018, a subsequent video apology was released to YouTube in which Paul describes his behavior as a coping mechanism, asking his fans to stop defending his actions in the process. While acknowledging his actions as irresponsible, he denied that his intention was to mock the victim. The video has garnered over 50.6 million views as of February 17, 2018. On January 9, YouTube issued a statement via their Twitter account condemning Paul's video. In the series of tweets they said, "It's taken us a long time to respond, but we've been listening to everything you've been saying. We know that the actions of one creator can affect the entire community. So we'll have more to share soon on steps we're taking to ensure a video like this is never circulated again." On January 10, YouTube announced it was removing Paul's channels from Google Preferred, its preferred ad program, and the sequel to his YouTube film The Thinning was placed on hold, with the airing of Logan Paul vs. being halted as well. Paul was also cut from Season 4 of the YouTube Red series Foursome, and the role of Alec Fixler was terminated. On January 15, Paul was seen at LAX by reporters. From TMZ, Paul said that he has learned a lot from his mistakes and believes he has been treated fairly. When asked whether or not he deserves a second chance, Paul replied, "Everyone deserves second chances, bro." On January 24, Paul uploaded his first video to the Logan Paul Vlogs channel since the apology video uploaded 3 weeks prior. In this video, Paul takes an in-depth look at suicide prevention, interviewing Golden Gate Bridge jumper Kevin Hines, musical activist Bob Forrest, and National Suicide Prevention Lifeline Director Dr. John Draper. The video was met with mostly positive feedback and has a total of 22 million views as of January 28, 2018. In addition, Paul has donated $1 million to suicide prevention agencies, with a quarter of the proceeds going to the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. On February 4, Logan Paul officially returned to his daily vlogs on YouTube after taking a month-long hiatus. Maverick Apparel lawsuit. In wake of the controversy regarding the suicide video, Maverick Apparel, a brand for juniors and children, threatened Paul with legal action for giving his clothing line a similar name, believing shoppers are confusing their line with Paul's, resulting in a deep decline in sales. Temporary suspension from ad revenue on YouTube. On February 9, 2018, YouTube suspended all advertising on Logan Paul's channels due to his pattern of behavior, since he had recently joked about participating in the Tide Pod Challenge, removed a fish from his pond to jokingly give it CPR, and tasered 2 dead rats. The income stream, estimated to be worth more than $1 million a month, was halted, however temporarily. Personal life. In October 2015, Paul lived in the same apartment complex on Hollywood and Vine in Hollywood, California as other fellow social media celebrities, like Amanda Kearney, Juan Pazzuta, and Andrew Batchelor, with his roommates Mark Donner and Evan, Dwarf Mamba, Eckenrode. It was this that allowed various collaborations with one another on their videos. In October 2017, Paul and Eckenrode relocated to an estate in Rancho Mirage, California, having been evicted from their previous residence. On February 10, 2018, Paul revealed that nearly 20 individuals were living with him in his estate. Paul has a son, Connor, named Maverick, who ended up inspiring the name of his clothing brand and fan base. Paul also has a Pomeranian dog named Kong the Savage. Health. In October 2017, Paul revealed on Jimmy Kimmel Live that he was missing 15% of his right testicle from the result of a stunt. For one of his Vine videos, Paul was at a shopping mall and during the stunt had landed onto a chair with his right testicle afflicted. 3 days after the stunt, Paul decided to go to a hospital where he was told the right testicle had been damaged. Paul claims to be red-green colorblind. However, he has been parodied and criticized by YouTube personalities such as H3H3 Productions and iDubbbz for faking his reactions in a video, in which he used color-corrective glasses for the first time. Paul himself admits that he embellished and exaggerated his reactions to the glasses, while adding that he did not lie about his impairment. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Would you like to know more?